Hello there, and welcome back to Bordeaux, where we have the quarter-final of the Champions League. First leg in and second leg in today's episode. Here is our game against Chelsea. Another fixtures in the quarter-finals is Atletico Madrid against Liverpool, Arsenal versus Benfica, Real Madrid and Man United. But let's get into our previous fixtures. Since our last episode, a 3-0 win over Olympique Lyon with Jamir getting 2 and Van Persie getting 1. Jamir also did get the top wonder kid in world football in the goal 50, so a good sign for his future. Into the next round of the French quarter-final, where we face Marseille in the semi-finals. 2-1 win over Rennes. Jamir and Campori getting goals in that one. Over to League form, where we face Rennes again. 1-1 draw in this one. Roger getting the goal in that one. And a 4-1 win over Havre. Briku, Jegu, and a Rudier double, with Briku getting sent off just after the half-time whistle. Going into our league form, we are now third after 28 games. Still fighting for that title. Seems a little bit unlikely that anyone's going to take it off PSG, but still fighting pretty healthily for their Champions League place next season. But we're not focusing on the league for at the moment. We're focused on the Champions League, and we have Chelsea. This is a team that will go into that game. We'll start Detoni as Anselmino is out for another 6 to 12 days, so probably will miss both legs of this one. Ramos starting goal was Jegu, Detoni and Bayo, Varela, Briku, Campari, Jamir, Bruchet, Rudier and Wergy starts off front. So then just looking at this team from Chelsea, Jorgensen starting goal with a pretty familiar couple players. Reece James, Fofana, Hato, Edison, Fernandez, Esteval, Palmer, Gordon, Pedro. Just on the bench, Christian Romero, Oscar Højlund, Cucurella, Ben White, Upamecano, Gibbs White, Evan Ferguson. Definitely a team that you definitely recognise, but I guess when you get to the quarterfinal of the Champions League, you're definitely going to recognise a lot of the players. Right then, here we are then, kick-off against Chelsea. Definitely a team that we're not supposed to win against. We weren't really supposed to get this far into the Champions League fight, but as soon as you get to this stage, you've always got a slight chance of winning it, but definitely the worst team left in the competition, so I'm assuming Chelsea will get us knocked out. But we did pretty well against Arsenal a couple episodes ago, so it's not like this Bordeaux team is actually a force for what we're supposed to do. We are a bit overachievement, as Jegu from the Enzo Fernandez deflection had Jurgensen prevent an early goal. Varela back to on Bayo to Ramos. 5 minutes on the clock, good possession. Bordeaux definitely started the better team. Varela past Esteval. Varela bringing the ball forward to Rudier. Back to Varela into Campari on the left hand side. Got a lot to do from that though. Campari into the box, chips up to Bruquet, and a good save from Jurgensen. Just didn't quite have the power on that one, but definitely a good start in the first 6 minutes. It's just about whether we can keep this one up. 14 minutes in, and Chelsea still yet to have their first shot on target. It's going to be a bit of a possession team, almost like a couple games ago. Fofana to James, into Pedro, into Esteval down the right. It looks like Chelsea have finally woken up a bit. To Cole Palmer to the box. Gordon and Jegu got in a bit of a battle. Gordon got that first, so 14 minutes in, Chelsea have their first shot on target and first goal of the leg. Looks like that goal was disallowed for some reason. That must have been offside. Pachu to Fofana. Real getting Chelsea into this game. They are away from home, so if they're beating us in this one, we're going to have a big struggle going back to Stamford Bridge getting a result. Gordon finds Fernandez. João Pedro is in behind, down the left-hand side. Cuts inside, hits the post again. A bit of a mess between Varela and Bayo, but Bayo gets that one out for a Chelsea corner. Deep free kick. Cole Palmer to take it. Not sure why he has ginger hair. Cole Palmer from range. I thought that was in. Just wide, luckily for us. And Chelsea definitely kicked into life in this one. Cole Palmer, furthest man forward. Pedro, back to Palmer. Finds Esteval. Cole Palmer pulling the strings for Chelsea. Mix of Rudier and Varela get that one for Bordeaux. Wergy back to Briku. Spreads it out wide to Jagu. In behind for Boucher. Boucher down the right. Down to Jagu. Shot blocked. Forced to Jules Rudier. If anyone's going to score for Bordeaux, it's our big star man. Jules Rudier, with the third goal in the Champions League this season, gets Bordeaux an unlikely goal. Has it over from left back. Finds the other fullback, James. Forward towards Esteval, brings it down towards Edison. James tries to find Esteval, but only finds Rudier. Briku out to Campari on the left for Varela, and there is a half-time whistle. Jago up to Boucher down the right. Can we get a second? Even more unsurprising than the last. Boucher doesn't really strike. Get a hold of that one. Shot goes wide. Boucher from deep seems to be definitely up for this game. Jagu finds Jamir, fresh from his goal 50 award. Jagu down to Briku, shot blocked, but pretty tame shot straight into Gordon. And Chelsea have aircraft in formation. 5B5. João to João Pedro. Enzo Fernandez on the left foot shot, and Ramos very good save to tip it around the post. Chelsea corner. Jagu to Boucher. Jamir. Everything we do seems to go through Boucher. Jamir down to Briku. Jamir down the right again. Turns back. Seems to be playing a little bit safe. Briku down to Jagu. Jagu's in behind. Cuts it back to Briku's shot. Good save by Jorgensen. Fierce shot, but Jorgensen saved at the near post. Jamir will take the resulting corner. Can go short if he wants to. Tries to find Bio. Patch away. Jagu with a shot from distance. Hits the post. Palmer just hooks that one away. Varela down to Jamir, down the right again, takes on Enzo Fernandez. Jamir in the box, cuts back to Briku, and that's where the highlight ends. Esteval down the right hand side for Chelsea, taking on Varela. As a shot, Ramos saves it, spreads himself well. Edison tries to find Palmer, but headed away by our team, and Boucher bring it out. And then Campori over the top for Amir Wergy. Amir Wergy one-on-one with Jorgensen and finds the bottom corner. Wergy gets his first goal in the Champions League. Bordeaux definitely have not been the better team in this one, but have been absolutely ruthless in the counter-attack. 10th goal of the season for Wergy, and gives us a 2-0 lead. Deep free kick from Cole Palmer. 8 minutes left plus added time of this one. Palmer finds Evan Ferguson off the bench. Good save by Ramos. Probably expected better from Evan Ferguson. L2 Rudier, crossfield ball to Boucher. Got a lot to do from this one. Back to Varela, to Campari. Rudier, chance to run at the defence. Reece James cut that one out, but Boucher's into Wergy. Taking him wider than he probably would want to. A little bit too much power on it, and goes out for a goal kick. Reece James finds Esteval into feet. Varela just runs straight into him. Varela in behind for Wergy. Can Wergy make it 3? Jorgensen does block the save. Wergy win from that near post. Jorgensen read it quite well. Out for Bordeaux corner. Last couple of minutes of this one. 7 minutes left in this first leg. Jamir to Rudier. Back to Jamir. To Boucher into the box. Left foot through João Pedro's legs. Good save by Jorgensen. Really keeping Chelsea in this in the first leg. Jamir over to the round side. Definitely a lot of Bordeaux attacks in the last couple of minutes. Jamir up to Mbio. Ferguson away. Briku to Jamir. To Briku again. Esteval brings down Jamir, but referee doesn't agree. Esteval brings it out down the left hand side. 5 minutes left of this one. Chelsea get a goal. It could be a massive goal in the shape of this tie. João Pedro to Cole Palmer down the left hand side. Cuts back out to Oscar Haaland on the volley. Finds the top corner. Oscar Haaland from the bench gets 1 goal back for Chelsea. 5 minutes left of the game on this one, and Chelsea are back in this. Corner from Bordeaux. Jamir to take it. 2 minutes left plus added time of this one. Still 2-1 to Bordeaux. Jamir takes it short to Rudier. Jamir into the top of the back of the net. Bordeaux have their third. 89 minutes on the clock. Chelsea got one back. Thought they were back into the game, and Jamir restores Bordeaux's 2-0 lead. Jamir down the right hand side takes on João Pedro. Jamir in behind for Jagu. Can Bordeaux get a fourth? Into Rudier. Ben White ahead. Down to Evan Ferguson. Got 3-on-3. A lot of Bordeaux players coming back. João Pedro down the right hand side takes on Diego, cross, and the shot from edge of the box hits the crossbar, and unlucky for Chelsea, just goes over the bar. And there is the full time in the first leg. Bordeaux 3, Chelsea 1. Bordeaux and Real Madrid taking the advantage in this round of the first leg of the quarterfinals of the UEFA Champions League. In the midweek game, 1-0 away on victory against Lille, with Mervald getting the goal from the 24th minute, giving Lille the 0 points, Bordeaux the 3 points, and Bordeaux at minimum qualifies for the UEFA Conference League. So then, second leg of the UEFA Champions League, already up to 3-1 from the first leg. Ramos starts in goal. Back for Diego, Detoni, and Bayern Varela, with Bricky, Compare, Jamir, Boucher, Rudier, and Waji. Then here we are then at Stamford Bridge. Bordeaux have the 3-1 lead away from home, but today is at Stamford Bridge, so Chelsea with a pretty similar lineup from last time. Evan Ferguson starts up front, João Pedro on the left, in the only change I can see from last game. Evan Ferguson over to Esteval on the left hand side, at the end of the reign of Stamford Bridge. 15 minutes on the clock. Reece James to Edison to Esteval. João Hato, they're very central from his left back position. Fofana to Pacho. Chelsea with the pace and possession. João Pedro into Evan Ferguson and behind. Evan Ferguson, barring any intervention by VAR, has cut Bordeaux's lead from 2 goals to 1. VAR will check it, and the goal is disallowed. João Pedro on the ball, comes deep to get the ball. 25 minutes on the clock, still a lot of possession. Gives the ball straight to Jamir, out to Diego on the right side. Goes safe to Detoni. Briku inside to Jamir. Boucher is coming deep up from this one. Had a very good game. Wergy looks like it's offside. Hits the post anyway, and the referee does blow for offside. Chelsea playing the ball around the back. Pacho, long ball. Briku knocks it down to Rudier. Possession from Bordeaux. First real possession we've seen since that offside chance. Rudier tries to find Jamir, and he finds a Chelsea player. Ferguson into Cole Palmer. Definitely more Chelsea players in the back line. Esteval with a first time shot. Cole Palmer with the assist. Chelsea have 1 back. It's now Chelsea 2, Bordeaux 3 over both legs. Pacho to Fofana. Chelsea definitely has to take this game to Bordeaux now. Reece James to Esteval. Just 1 goal in it. James to Edison to Hato. Hato, long ball to Esteval. Didn't do well to get there, but does get there. Esteval cross to Enzo Fernandez. And then Ferguson back to João Pedro. Bordeaux's 2-goal lead from the first leg is cut to 0. Over the 2 legs, Chelsea are winning this leg 2-0, so it's 3-3 overall. Pedro on the ball, finds João Hato in behind. Ramos does come out very well to get that. Still 55 minutes on the clock, 3-3 on aggregate in this quarter-final tie of the Champions League. Manchester United have 1 back against Real Madrid in one of the other legs. Ramos goes long to Wergy. Pacho only finds Edison. Reece James. More Chelsea pressure. Esteval. Up to Cole Palmer. Back to Esteval. Back to Cole Palmer again. Last couple of minutes in this one as Manchester United win a 4-0 at Old Trafford. Rudier out to Jamir. Last couple of seconds of this one before we go to extra time. Jigu will prevent the throw-in. Any goal now would change the tie. Looks like this one is going to extra time. Should Bordeaux or Chelsea pull off something magic. And there is the end of the 90 minutes. And with this tie, is going to extra time. Into extra time in the second leg of the quarterfinal of the Champions League. 3-3. Even on any leg, any goal now should give that team the advantage going into the last couple of minutes. Free kick to Bordeaux. Detoni to take it, already on a booking. Goes wide. Out finds Wergy. Compare picks up the second ball. On to Mbambo Michele, as Rudier has gone off injured, unfortunately. Not had the best game at Stamford Bridge anyway. 1 minute on the clock. Compare, long ball to Mbambo Michele, down the left-hand side for Bordeaux. Not really turned up in this second leg. Boucher goes down in the box, might be injured. Crossfield ball, only finds Cucurella. absolutely logically clear. Cole Palmer does well to bring that one down. Evan Ferguson running at the Bordeaux defence, shot from distance, sings the palms of Gonzalo Ramos and hits the ball out for a Chelsea corner. Into the 106th minute of this second leg tie, still Real Madrid 2, Bordeaux 0 on the night, still 3-3 on aggregate, comparative Briku. Everton Mirvald, substitution for injured Boucher, out to very late on the left-hand side for Bordeaux. Very low, who's already on a booking, takes on Enzo Fernandez, cross into the box. Ringo Mirvald off the bench for Bordeaux, gives Bordeaux the 4-3 lead in the 107th minute. Bordeaux have the chance to get into the semi-finals. Kisha Romero to Fofana. Not long left for Chelsea to get that equaliser to send it to penalties, or Bordeaux will be in the next round and the semi-finals of the Champions League. Cucurella to Cole Palmer, finds Gallistu from the substitutes bench, shot left-footed off the crossbar. Gordon picks up the pieces, cross in to the Chelsea striker Bargi, out to substitute Van Persie down the right-hand side for Bordeaux. Anthony Gordon in the box, tries to find Fernandez. Briku gets that one away. Merveld, Michele finds Van Persie, who comes deep, running at the Chelsea defence. Not a lot of players have much energy in this one. Van Persie from a substitute with fresh legs does. Same with Michele. Back to Van Persie, just preventing the ball, and looks like it. With 1 minute left, Bordeaux have done it. Chelsea won on the night, but Bordeaux won over the 2 legs. Same with Manchester United. They won over Real Madrid, and they will be facing in the final semi-finals. So that is the end of today's episode. We have beaten Chelsea 4-3 on aggregate in the quarterfinals of the Champions League. Let's see in the next episode who we face in the semi-finals. That is the end of today's episode. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.